The Dodge County Sheriff is suing the woman who claims she was illegally detained at his facility. And he says that her story is a hoax. Last month, we told you about Sunny Nakvi, a U.S. citizen who claimed she was detained by immigration officials at O'Hare Airport after a work trip and was transferred to the Dodge County Detention Facility. Wisconsin State Capitol Bureau Chief Vanessa Kelson has the latest from Dodge County.
Dodge County Sheriff Dale Schmidt says Nakvi's story is false. He's now suing Nakvi, the Cook County Commissioner Kevin Morrison, and 10 other individuals he says helped spread her story for defamation. The lawsuit is looking for $1 million from each of them.
Dodge County is not the place you want to make up a hoax about. We'll start there.
During a nearly hour-long press conference, Sheriff Schmidt walked through surveillance video and text messages from Nakvi's phone. Evidence, he says, shows she was never at his facility.
The timeline being claimed is not physically possible based on the evidence we have, and that matters.
Schmidt says Nakvi was at a hotel in Rosemont, Illinois, not the Dodge County ICE detention facility. Nakvi claimed she was returning from a work trip for SAP, but the company says she never worked for them. Schmidt says the trip was part of a scheme to get roughly $25,000 from a man who believed he was in a committed relationship with Nakvi.
She scammed a victim out of thousands of dollars in pursuit of this hoax against the federal government and the Dodge County Sheriff's Office.
Schmidt says he spoke with the FBI, Illinois State Police, and other law enforcement agencies. But he says filing criminal charges will be difficult.
Unfortunately, none of these incidents that I'm describing have I been able to identify a law that was broken in the state of Wisconsin. And therefore, while it's disturbing and certainly defamatory, I have no criminal charges here in the state of Wisconsin.
Sheriff Schmidt says this remains an ongoing criminal investigation. Meanwhile, Nakvi's attorney did not respond to our request for comment. From Dodge County, Vanessa Kelson.
The Dodge County Sheriff's Office did make the information that they gathered during the investigation public. You can find that information on Dodge County Sheriff's Office website.